So welcome back to Rock Solid Motorsports. Today we're going to present to you this piece of automotive and Ford history, but this 1927 Ford Model T two-door sedan. And this Model T comes to us very stock configuration. It has just a couple minor changes from factory, kind of upgrades like the added turn signals. The generator's been converted to an alternator, still 6-volt system, but this particular Model T comes to us very solid. The body and the frame and the wood structure is extremely solid. Very nice reupholstered interior and a lot of mechanic restoration on this particular Model T. Makes it a great driving little two-door sedan. So we'll grab the other camera, we'll go for a test drive. So now we're going to take that awesome 1927 Model T two-door Ford for a test drive. Yep. So there is a little bit to drive in these Model Ts. It's not. I'm going to kind of let Tyler kind of talk you through it a little bit. This drive.
You do have kind of a lot going on when you drive one of these Model Ts. It's not like your conventional cars, but it is really cool to kind of see where driving kind of started and came from. So, yeah, Dad getting it into high gear. So, yeah, you have your parking brake, which is your lever, which Dad just released. You have your clutch pedal, and your clutch pedal isn't like your conventional clutch. When you put it into the floor, you're actually putting yourself into low gear. It actually controls your speeds on your planetary gear and your transmission. So when you put it to the floor, you're in low gear. When you fully release your parking brake and let the pedal all the way out, that's what puts you into high gear. You do have a brake pedal, but it's a trans brake, so it's not like a hub brake like you're used to on your normal cars. And then your third pedal in the middle is your reverse. So you have a whole separate drive pedal for your reverse gear. And so right now there's a little bit of a finesse. On the right you have your throttle. So when you're driving, you just want to if you're in low gear, you just want to put that pedal to the floor and control your throttle on your column. So it takes a little bit of getting used to because you kind of want to control your throttle on the pedal, and that's not what you want to do in these Model Ts.
You do too, and it's like, it's hard not to, like,
you want to get out of the gear.
Force it with the pedal.
Oh, there you go.
So we got green light, so I'm sticking.
Just run it right through it, yeah.
Green light.
So yeah, your stopping and going is probably the hardest. I mean, like with any manual car, it's a little trickier in this. But honestly, if you do it a few times, you kind of get the hang of it. You just have to kind of listen and get the feel for the car. And honestly, mechanically, this Model T is extremely sound. So it is pretty forgiving if you just happen to mess up. And it's actually a great car for a beginner driving a Model T. They're just such a neat car. I mean, this is just where, Henry Ford made this car. This is the car for the people. I mean, this is the first mass-produced automobile ever. I mean, this is essentially what led us into what this great hobby is today. And actually, the trans brake works just like it should. And just like we spoke earlier, when you start it, you start the car with the key and the battery. And you switch it over to the magneto, just kind of let the system charge. Your turn signal lights with some hand signals. But yeah, it's just such a neat thing. I know guys are not able to talk. You get kind of a feel right now in this video about how busy you are as a driver in one of these.
Especially in traffic.
Yeah, oh yeah. In Castapolis here, the street that the shop is on, is an extremely busy road, especially after about 5 p.m., which is when we're out here.
Yeah,
everyone's trying to go home.
Probably the street for a Model T during rush hour, but
Now, we're proving it can be done, and with
Yeah.
a fairly novice driver, Dad's only driven a handful of Model Ts.
yeah. But, you know, one nice thing is this: the car has stayed cool. The temperature
Yeah.
and the thermometer on the gauge does work, and this car has stayed cool.
See, like right at the bottom of the normal range.
Yeah, even with the light-to-light driving, and you know, it's just mechanically, this is a sweetheart of a car.
It is.
It does everything that it's supposed to do. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of options.
Yeah, there's no creature comforts.
No, we were joking about the wipers. They're intermittent and variable speed. It just depends on how fast and how often
you want to swing that arm.
you want to swing that arm. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it off just a little bit and talk a little bit about the car.
But yeah, mechanically, I mean, this car's had a lot of good recent maintenance. The magneto's just recently rebuilt. I mean, the car, like Dad said, it does everything that it needs to do, and that's what these Model Ts were known for. They were just a very robust vehicle, and just inexpensive for the masses. And I mean, this is what made what kind of allowed people to have transportation of all kind of incomes.
Yeah, and these cars would go anywhere.
Yeah,
you talk about the road conditions. Back when these cars were built, I mean, it was mud and rough terrain. And these cars with those pizza cutters would go just about anywhere.
Yeah.
So inside the cabin, we do have
Ugo
a
horn.
little Uga horn. And as far as gauges go, you have an amp meter.
Yeah. Yeah, no traditional speedometer, no tachometer. You do have your temperature gauge, but it's out there on the radiator. It is your hood emblem.
Yeah. You do have a rear view mirror.
You do.
That there is a couple blind spots, so it's... But,
in the mirror. Yeah, you do have some pretty big pillars back there. So yeah, there's some super blind spots.
But just a sweetheart of a Model T. I mean, you know, the paint's got quite a bit of age to it, but the rest of the car...
Actually, the interior has been restored very well.
Yeah.
Actually, it shows very well. And actually, even under the hood, the engine has been nicely detailed.
Yeah.
So about the only thing that the car, if you were going to take it to that next level, would need is really just paint. Yeah.
There's no body work to be done. This
body
is extremely solid.
There are no rust issues on this. This body's extremely rust-free. It's all steel. A lot of it's still Ford stamped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it'd be a real easy project for someone to make into an extremely nice little Model T.
Or just enjoy this car just the way it is.
Absolutely.
I mean,
take it to parades, take it to the local cruise-ins. I mean, people are going to get a kick out of looking at it here. And
throw the friends in the back, go get some ice cream. And
Absolutely.
It's just a sweetheart of a little T.
It is.
So stay tuned to the walk-around inspection. It's just a really nice driver quality T. But stay tuned, because if you're in the market, don't miss out on this great little car.
No.
So now that we're done with the test drive, this awesome 1927 Ford Model T two-door sedan, we'll go ahead and go around and do the walk-around inspection. Now, this particular T is a very nice driver quality car. The paint is older and shows quite a bit of age, but the rest of the vehicle is very solid, very nice interior. But we'll go around, we'll start with the exterior, and your windshield is in very good condition. You do have a little chip in the glass there, very minor one, but your windshield frame is in very solid, very good condition. And the paint throughout, we're not going to show every little age crack, but there is age cracking kind of throughout the paint. It is an older paint, and it does have some luster still left in it. Your vinyl has been replaced at some point, and it's in very good condition. And no rust issues in this car, though. Very solid. You see, and we'll check for like dents, anything major. But your driver's side of the hood is very nice and straight. Your louvers actually are very straight as well. But the steel on what would be kind of your rocker area is very solid. There's no Bondo, but you do have some age cracking, like we said, throughout the paint. Your driver's side front fender is very solid, very straight, but again, shows quite a bit of age to the paint. All four of your factory style wood wheels, wood spoke wheels, I should say, the rims are steel, are all in very good condition. Your center caps are very nice and bright. All four of the tires are older, the exterior tires, and they show quite a bit of age. Of course, we can't see the inner tubes to tell you the condition on those. So both your headlights and their Ford script, but the chrome is in good condition. The headlight basket itself is in good condition. Your Ford chrome grille is in very good condition. Same with the hood ornament with the temperature gauge built in. One nice touch. Now we do have a little bit of age, a little bit more age on the passenger side chrome surrounding that headlight than we did the driver's side, but there is some age on the driver's side as well. But one nice little touch, you got a factory Indiana 1927 license plate on the front, and your hand crank is complete.
It's still functional if you choose to use it.
Yeah. But so like we said, there's a fair amount of age, and I'm just going to let Tyler kind of show you periodically. And this passenger side front fender has probably got some of the most age, but there is some pretty heavy cracking. This may be some of the oldest paint, and there is some paint loss where it is chipped off. But the metal, again, is very solid, very straight. Be an easy restoration on the body and the paint. Your passenger side front wheels in very good condition. You do have a little bit of age and paint loss on the steel portion of all four of the wheels. This tire here is probably the newest.
Yeah, because it's not showing much age at all.
Yeah. Coming to the passenger side with the cowl, there's a fair amount of age cracking again in the paint, but nice and straight. Same with your passenger side of the hood. And you got your gas tank.
Your Ford script gas cap.
And your passenger side of the windshield's in very good condition.
Might just have some light scratching.
It looks almost like from a wiper that you don't have on the passenger side.
I wonder if the glass got flipped at some point.
Yeah, it could be. But, and coming down, you're seeing some more of that age. And both steps are very solid, all steel. This car is all steel, made in USA. Your passenger side door is actually very nice and straight, but again, you got plenty of age in the paint. So you can go to the grocery store and you don't have to worry about a little stone chipper. We do have a little fitment. The door kind of kicks out at the bottom here, but this is 1920s technology, and we are missing the lock on the passenger side. But coming into the interior, you'll see a very nicely restored interior.
Door panels in actually very good condition, not showing much age or wear. Door condition. Just all the metal on this T is in actually excellent condition. It's a very straight body, very clean and rust free. See some of your kind of wood structure underneath your floor mats. Carpeted kind of kick panels are in very good condition. Your dash is in very good condition. Your choke there, your 1 gauge, your amperes, key. Your mirror, actually your headliner throughout, it's in excellent condition. Same with your seats. They got plenty of padding. They might just have like maybe a minor stain here and there, but they're actually in very good condition. Flips forward just like you should. There's your fuel gauge right there. See, it's even labeled. But your rear seat, again, in excellent condition. Plenty of padding, covers in very good condition. The interior in this T has been very well done.
Coming back outside, and you saw how nicely that door closed too, just nice and solid. That's one good word for this car, is it's solid. But so the paint on this passenger side quarter area does have plenty of age and paint cracking. Same with this fender.
Actually, the fender itself's pretty straight. You have the 1 dent right there above the tail lamp.
But the fender's very solid.
Yeah.
All the steel on this car.
Just kind of see the inner fender.
Then passenger side rear wheel and tire, very comparable. We do have some age in the rubber. A little bit of paint loss in the steel portion, but the wood is still finished nicely. And there is some slight age on the wood spokes, but still very presentable. The taillights in good condition. And all the steel across the back of the car, very solid. There's no metal issues with this car, but they're again paint. Back glass is in very good condition.
I have some light scratches here and there. You got your spare. Actually, you can see the exhaust is actually fairly new. That glass pack muffler.
And coming to the driver's side, rear fenders in very good condition as far as the steel is concerned.
Yeah, again, it's wrinkled in kind of the same spot, so I don't know if that's just a factory thing.
And then your rear driver's side wheel and tire very comparable to the other 3.
I'd say that this tire is showing about the most age. All your spokes are in good shape.
Your driver's side quarter areas, actually that's some of the heavier paint cracking. And it spans across the
some paint loss.
The quarter with some paint loss. But no dents. I mean, this car is extremely straight.
It is.
Up through here we do have quite a bit more paint cracking.
Your quarter glass is in good condition. Again, you might have some light scratches here and there, but really not bad.
And your driver's side door glass is in very good condition. The door itself is in very good condition, very solid. But there again, you do have paint age issues on the door, and the driver's side step is very solid, very straight. Your rocker area is nice and straight, very solid. Coming inside, you see a very comparable to the passenger side of the interior.
Again, driver's side door panel. It's in very good condition. You have a little stain right there. Very minor. Driver's seat's in very good condition. Make sure your factory style steering wheel is in very good condition. All your spokes showing nice and bright. They do have maybe some minor age on the spokes, but not bad. Actually, pretty minor. Do you have your upgraded turn signals, or added turn signals, I should say? Your 3 pedals. You got floor mats just kind of covering the wood floors. But again, all your cloth and the interior is in very good condition. Your paint surfaces are showing some age. You might have some paint loss in a couple areas, but all your cloth and upholstered goods are in excellent condition.
That driver's side door shuts just like it should. And then coming underneath, you'll see a very unmolested engine compartment.
That L-head 4.
I'll open up the other side too so we can pan and Tug. And there you'll see where the generator's been converted into an alternator, still 6-volt system, and the nice clean magneto box. That has all been gone through and serviced. We'll fire it up and show you some lights working. So we thought we'd bring you back into the cabin of the car and just go over the starting procedure of a Model T. It is a little bit different, especially from your normal daily late model vehicle. It's not just turn the key and go. So the key has 3 different positions. It's got off, and to the left is battery, and then to the right is your magneto. So when we start it, we're going to turn it to the battery, start the car, and then switch it back over to the magneto right away. You also have a pull choke, and then you have your timing and your throttle on your steering wheel. So when you're starting the vehicle, you want the timing fully retarded, so it's all the way to the top. And then when I start it, I'm going to bring the throttle down and then back up a little bit just to prime it with some fuel, kind of like pushing the gas pedal one time. And then I turn it to battery, make sure that my parking brake is straight up and down, and I've got the starters at my heel here at the floor. And then as soon as it starts, need a little bit of choke. I want to advance my timing all the way down and bring the throttle up, switch the key to magneto, and I'm ready to drive. So the timing, you just got to kind of learn the car, know where its happy spot is, and adjust it as you're driving. Same with the throttle. Yeah, so now we can show you some lights working. We got to run it.
So there's your headlights. Driver's side turn signal. Passenger side turn signal. So all your front lights work. Lights are on right now. We'll pull this switch out. The turn signals are a little faint. And so there's your driver's side turn signal. And your passenger side turn signal. Your rear lights work.
So if you're in the market for a piece of automotive history, you know, or one of the Fords that started this whole hobby, Model A, Model T, you definitely want to take a close look at this solid 1927 Model T very solid car. Great running, driving mechanical car. Rock solid Motorsports.